Kenny Atkinson's stellar coaching season. Earns NBA Coach of the Year. Honors Kenny Atkinson's first year as head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers is already the stuff of legend. In a season that saw the Cavaliers dominate the Eastern Conference with 64 wins and secure the number 1 seed. 1 seed for the playoffs, Atkinson's efforts were recognized with one of the highest accolades in basketball, the NBA Coach of the Year award. Atkinson's victory was no fluke. He earned 59 out of 100 first-place votes from the media panel, leaving his competitors in the dust. Detroit Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, who Atkinson replaced, finished second in the voting, while Houston Rockets' Ime Udoka came in third. The significance of Atkinson's achievement cannot be overstated. This was his first year taking the reins in Cleveland, and he's made an immediate, undeniable impact. "I stepped into this," Atkinson humbly reflected on his unexpected success. "It's a little bit of luck too, right?" While the coach downplays his role, the fact is, his leadership was a crucial factor in transforming the Cavaliers into the juggernaut they became. What makes Atkinson's Coach of the Year win even more remarkable is that it wasn't just about winning the official NBA award. He also took home the National Basketball Coaches Association's Coach of the Year award, an honor voted on by other NBA head coaches. That distinction, while separate from the official NBA award, carries immense weight within the coaching community. "I almost broke down when I got that," Atkinson admitted, reflecting on the moment. "To think Rick Carlisle voted for me, that Eric Spoelstra voted for me, that's like the pinnacle. Being endorsed by such esteemed figures in the NBA coaching world speaks volumes about Atkinson's respect among his peers and the effectiveness of his methods." The Cavaliers' search for a new head coach last summer was extensive, but Atkinson stood out from the start. Cleveland's front office, led by Kobe Altman and Mike Gansey, made a concerted effort to find someone who not only understood the team's potential, but had the vision to elevate it. Atkinson, at the time an assistant coach with the French national team, was a frequent flyer between Cleveland and France during the interview process. One of his key selling points to the Cavaliers brass was his belief in the team's existing roster and his ability to get the best out of it. His vision has certainly borne fruit. In Atkinson's first season, Cleveland not only reached the pinnacle of the Eastern Conference, but they did so with a roster that meshed perfectly under his leadership. The Cavs featured 3 All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley, while a strong bench rotation led by Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter was integral to the team's success. The depth and versatility Atkinson instilled in his squad were pivotal in their regular season dominance. But perhaps Atkinson's greatest achievement was unlocking the potential of Evan Mobley, a player many saw as the key to the Cavaliers' future success. Atkinson and Mitchell worked closely to rework the team's rotations, ensuring Mobley played alongside the team's star guard for extended minutes. Atkinson also restructured the offense to challenge Mobley's game, encouraging him to step out and shoot from distance, while also giving him more responsibility as a playmaker. The results were staggering. Mobley tripled his three-point shooting percentage, averaging a career-high 18.5 points per game. But his growth didn't stop there. In addition to making his first All-Star appearance, Mobley was named NBA Defensive Player of the Year. His two-way dominance has made him one of the league's brightest young stars, and with Mitchell by his side, Mobley's ceiling appears limitless. Atkinson's careful management of the team's core players, particularly Mitchell, Mobley, and center Jarrett Allen, was also crucial. Each player saw fewer minutes on the floor, but rather than negatively impacting the team's performance, this approach preserved their energy and kept them fresh for the most important stretches of the season. Despite the reduced individual workload, the Cavaliers maintained their elite level of play, showcasing the strength of Atkinson's load-sharing system. The foundation for the Cavaliers' success was laid early on during their training camp in Sarasota, Florida, at the IMG Academy. Atkinson and his staff introduced new playing styles and bonding techniques that helped shape the team's culture. A key emphasis was on playing faster and more cohesively, and the results were immediate. By the time the season kicked off, Cleveland was firing on all cylinders, with a chemistry that was as palpable as it was potent. While Atkinson's appointment was met with some controversy, especially after the firing of popular former coach Bickerstaff, it didn't take long for the players to buy into Atkinson's vision. By the time the